Alicia Lewis. Hey, first in the chat, welcome. Hope you're having a good night. You as well. I'm going down sort of sketchy area of town, but kind of comfortable enough to walk around here without being directly threatened. I'm just heading south towards the beaches. Yeah, pretty good, thanks. So busy and tired with work, so I try to squeeze in a live stream or upload here and there when I had the energy. Getting chillier by the day. We had a bit of snow, but it's kind of been more rain lately, actually. An elevated fire hydrant, which is interesting. Normally don't see that too often. And I'm just approaching the intersection of Richmond and George. Yeah, for sure, Alicia. I don't mind it. Like, when I don't sweat, it's a good weather day for me. In about a month, we're gonna be hit with that old minus 10, if not worse weather, so enjoying it while it still lasts. I didn't get a chance to go to the Santa Claus parade, again because of work, but I have to upload a short on just how congested the traffic was. It was ridiculous because I was on a streetcar and we were sitting there for almost like 10 minutes. And then I went up to the front and I just asked the operator, like, what's going on? And he just said we're gridlocked. So I just kind of got off and almost basically walked to work after that. Oh, you're leaving tomorrow? See you, Canada. Where are you going? I will eventually travel somewhere, sometime. Toronto Stu Music Guy. Hey, Kevin. How you doing? Happy Monday evening to you. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I hope someplace warm, Alicia. That's kind of the point, right? Travel in winter. We'll hear another siren, which is pretty common around this area. There's an ambulance going by. Some jackass driver behind him. Oh, Thailand again, nice. You have a history with that place. Maybe check out Phuket Walk, Alex, or at least have some pad thai. Hey, upstate. I am wearing the infamous sweater. Doesn't need to be Halloween season. I'll wear it all winter round until it's too hot to wear anymore. I'm gonna go out the corner here. See some of that nightlife. Yeah, I watched listened to half of the interview with Strides that you did, Kevin. It was really, really awesome, and I actually do enjoy his music taste. I'll be checking out Maddie's eventually. A new and upcoming walktuber who's almost at 500 subscribers already. He used to be a tour guide. So I think that's a very suitable type of person to have for Toronto walk tubing. Pizza and gelato. Go for some of that right now. I can always go for pizza though. Doesn't even matter if I'm sick. Got quite the collection of recycling to be taken out here. Kurt is in the house. Welcome, Kurt. Hope you're having a good one. No worries, Alicia. It's all good. Hey, Hard Rock. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, Kurt. Alicia's heading to Thailand. So, is the pad Thai talk being revived again? You gonna watch any walk tubers with facial hair? Well, you're watching one right now. Maddie has that funny little twirl in his mustache. Almost seems like a villain in a cartoon or something like that. I think it's hilarious. Hey, Mark David's in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you, Liam. Move to you. Hope you're having a good game with Alex and Vasily. The Mad Hatter from Batman. Yeah, I could see that, Bob. Only 5 days. Well, that's not bad at all. Are you going to like a resort or near a beach or something? That would be the ideal thing, I would assume. I don't know about that, Mark. You think I would be keeping more of an update on the Raptors? I'm seeing them December 2nd or the 3rd. I'm not sure which day, but it'll be the first time I've ever seen the Raptors, so pretty excited for that. Nobody could ever forget Kurt. You're too iconic at this moment and forever stamped in time. All right, let's swing around here. And it's a small little cinema coming up here, which is interesting. Whoa. Hold up, gimbal's a bit drunk. There we go again. So the small little cinema, besides the one that's right next to Young in college, it's probably the smallest one I know of, but I haven't been inside here. So I'm always kind of curious and what they cost, what movies they play, you know. Washrooms are for paying customers only. Seems like they've had some incidences where people want to use the bathroom without seeing a flake. And yeah, these are like old movies, XXX. You know, a lot of these like smaller independent theaters play a bunch of classics, and it's a pretty decent rate for the ticket, maybe $6 to $7. Got Wicked. Well, the sequel's out now. I guess the original came out about a year or two ago. Running Man, I think that's a remake of an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Wouldn't be the first time for the gimbal, Kurt. If the gimbal isn't acting up, then prison is. Prism. Sometimes it feels like a prison. Yeah, right? Not those type of XXX movies, Bob. It's with Vin Diesel. It came out like over 20 years ago, to be honest. So you see more of these trees kind of lit up with Christmas lights. Closer we inch towards December, the more we'll see of it. And you look in the metro here. See like a gingerbread man. See some gifts, some presents here. Small little tree, not a Christmas tree, but it almost appears to be one. And the gimbal is screwing up again, so the gimbal is now fired. It's being sent home. I was told it was fixed, and yeah, how fixed does that seem? A lot of balloons around here, or whatever you want to call them. I think I'm gonna if I should go to Union or not. I definitely plan on heading more south. I might just, yeah. I'm gonna turn down here. I hear some distant copyright music. I don't think the phone will pick it up though. Hopefully not. Bob, he's kind of like trapped at home because of some renovations in his house, Yoshi. Don't think he's leaving for about 5 days. That's what I've been told, so consider him grounded. Yeah, the contractors, you never know, so. CN Tower has a nice tint of blue to it tonight. Almost like a royal blue, I guess. That's where it's coming from. I don't know what's going on with this building. Obviously some renovation of some sort. Yeah, I was talking to Kurt about that, Alicia. I will definitely make it to the falls next time. I've missed about 3 or 4 different occasions. So I definitely won't be missing the January one. Set that in advance on my calendar. Oh, I just love the look of the lights. Nighttime. Looking up the financial district here. small winners. I'm not sure if it's independent or not. Well, big enough, I guess. I've heard some things in the news where winners might be on a decline, kind of like Hudson Bay, and I hope not. They're kind of like a retail sort of outlet for a lot of items, name brand items, for those that haven't been, obviously, at a pretty affordable rate. And they have pretty much anything that you could almost find at a Walmart there. Okay, I'm gonna go down Scott Street and loop around here. And we'll be seeing the lake quite shortly. Again, though, I just like to take in the view for this. Oh, whoops, the mic was off. Sorry about that. Orderly Free, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, chill. It's been a while. Oh, thanks. It's good to see you in the chats again. Hope everyone's having a good night. There's a surveillance camera right here that almost looks like an evil robot. Am I the only one that sees that? If anyone remembers HAL from 2001: A Space Odyssey. A very dated movie, but iconic nonetheless. And I'm smelling like some really, it smells like really amazing hamburgers from this place. What is it called? Urban Maharnias. However you pronounce it, their food smells pretty damn good. It's like a punch in the nose with deliciousness. Yeah, Orderly Free. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you for tuning in. I actually wanted to start to feel a bit more Christmassy. The older I get, the more I appreciate Christmas. And there we go. Ask and you shall receive. Candy Cane Factory. Some polar bears and different types of birds and a little Frosty, and you see a Santa. It's pretty cool. Esplanade Cleaners. I think it's a dry cleaning place. Squeeze through here. I trail out. I wonder what's going on with this spot here. Bob asks, me and Yoshi are doing Secret Santa this year. Never say never. It'll be the first Christmas where I've actually known Yoshi. And I'm sure he'll be expecting a gift. Mark is asking if that's the Novotel Hotel. I honestly don't know. I'm right outside Meridian Hall. Seems like a huge condo that's been around for a long time. Maybe someone with more information than me can give you that, but it's a possibility, I guess. And down here, a long time ago, going at least maybe 10 years ago, there used to be a GO station before it all became condos. And I would be here frequently to catch a bus to Hamilton. I would used to visit between Toronto and Hamilton quite frequently, so all around here is where I would always go. But not anymore, and I think I might be going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm gonna cross and then head south again. Alrighty. Yes, I've never been to the old spaghetti factory, Kurt. Might have to put that on a future list for an episode. What is it about downtown Toronto that you avoid, Mark? Just not like a priority, or is it just like too busy? Lots of construction everywhere, of course. I'm not sure the temperature right now. I'd say maybe somewhere between 5 and 10 degrees, I would guess. But when it gets super cold, my fingers are the first things that will be hurting. Like, they will like start to be in almost excruciating pain. So we're not at that point yet, but I definitely remember last winter when I first started to walk tube. Oh, it screwed me up bad. And well, pretty much at the bottom of the Sky Tower. Look how tall it's getting. Wow. I wonder what floor it's at now. And once again, this will be the tallest building in Toronto. Probably sometime early 2027, I would assume. Could be completed by next year, but not so sure about that. Yeah, when it comes to pasta, you never really leave hungry. So yeah, definitely got to check that out. I do love me some spaghetti. Yeah, I understand that, Mark. You know, if you want your peace and quiet and to not be around too many people, you'd be another adjustment to go back to again. 400, okay. I think it's gonna be over 100 floors for the Sky Tower. I think maybe 105. I think it's surpassed the BMO Tower, which was formerly the tallest, and I guess not anymore. Yeah, for sure. I would love to check it out eventually. I might take one more glimpse of it. So I'm pretty much right at the base now. And let's take a look again. Really quite impressive when you're right at the bottom, right next to it. And there's exterior work done pretty much most of the way to the top. Interior, obviously, I'm not sure, but we call it an elevated dining experience and elevated living experience. Ice cream place called the Sweet Scoop here. It's pretty inviting, I gotta say. That little pug licking the ice cream cone there, it's pretty cute. Just at Harbor Street, pretty much right at the harbor. Yeah, CN Tower is obviously going to be the one that won't be topped, but you know, they're making an attempt. And there's another one, can't remember the name, but it has a revolving restaurant on top. It's part of a hotel, and it's not too far from the CN Tower. Not quite as tall, obviously, but I've been curious about going there, and I believe they have one in Niagara Falls as well. They have their small little CN Tower there. Yeah, the place in Toronto, you mean, right, Alicia? It begins with an H. It's like in the back of my mind, but I've seen it ever since I can remember. I wonder if anyone's done a video in there. Curious. Yes, the Skylon Tower in Niagara. That's exactly it, Mark. I believe Johnny has been there, at least on one occasion. So I've checked out that video and saw what it's like, and it's pretty cool. All right. Actually, a Queen's Key. I hear an unhappy dog that's yipping away. There it is right there. Speaking of the devil, it's Weston. I knew it began with a W. So that's the infamous revolving diner. We got a sphere, I guess you can say. Not sure what the meaning of it is, but pretty cool piece of architecture. I'm gonna walk up here a bit, see what kind of view I can get. And just down there is Sugar Beach. I believe I met you at the Westin, right, Bob? If my memory serves me right. I wonder how many floors the Westin is. Probably at least 50, I would assume. Yeah, congrats, Harjak. Yeah, it would be really nice to check out eventually. Probably cheaper than the CN Tower. I don't think you need to be renting a room there to dine there, so. Oh, it doesn't revolve anymore. Oh well, still a nice view. Yeah, I guess they didn't feel it was profitable. Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, congratulations to you as well. You know, if you do a walk tubing video eventually, imagine how many more you'll get. Almost that 3 mark, you know. I think as long as you're able to go live, you're at least somewhat successful on YouTube. So. Cool little ship there. Toronto Yachts. There's one of the water taxis. Boating made simple. Yeah, you do, Alicia, but I would say start with Prism, but Prism has had no lack of issues for me personally, so I would still suggest that over just going on YouTube, unless you're going vertical. But I don't know why YouTube hasn't focused more on their streaming errors. And there's nothing really nicer than this, seeing the boats and the lights against the evening sky. And you can see the Portland bridges in the distance there that head towards Cherry Beach, another favorite spot of mine. Oh yeah, really, Kurt? Kurt has a yacht parked here. Well, I better be invited pretty damn soon. It's a big anchor here. Captain John's Pier. Okay, for those that remember Captain John's, now this is going back to like the 90s, early 2000s, but it was a restaurant on a little boat, well, pretty big boat actually, and I was there, lucky enough to say I've been there a couple times. Unfortunately it's gone, but really, really cool attraction for its time. And there's a little plaque dedicated to it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but Pretty cool. Hey Yoshi, you're still outside? Thought you were home for renovations. Oh, okay. Hope you had a good one. I'm just pretty much right near Sugar Beach right now. It's very calm and peaceful. It's quite beautiful. Yoshi! Cool little connecting hallway. Well, 3-story one between these two condos, I would assume. No, you got it right, Alicia. The character goes, Yoshi! And he extends the eyes. Right, spot on. You never know, Bob. You never know. That's really interesting right there. It's like, well, the best way to describe it would be like a tornado. Again, like, who decides, you know, I want to design something like this? What meaning does it have? Is it practical? And it passed all inspections and it passed all approval, and here we are with it. Has quite the narrow little stem there compared to the top, which is extremely wide. Can't say it's not impressive. Oh, they won again tonight. Awesome. Go Raptors. Kind of sad thing I heard though about them is that every member of the championship from 2019, they're all gone. Completely new team, so. And this kind of reaches the tail end here of the stretch. And okay, I think I might have to backtrack a little bit. I thought there was an exit around here, but apparently not. To me, this is like almost perfect weather. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the cold, but I really do appreciate it. It's refreshing to me, and I'm not really much of a heat guy. Let's take a look at some of these other contraptions here. Reminds me of, I don't even know what, flowers or something. Pretty sure they have their own individual meaning, but it's almost abstract. We'll get on it soon, Yoshi. When you're allowed out of the house, then we'll talk business. Yeah, they're all kind of the same. Almost like roses, or who knows. Oh, cool, Yoshi. Hope you had a good time. You never know, Bob. Santa has a lot in his bag of secrets and tricks. Maybe episode 14. Who knows? Look what this is here. Seems like some sort of business. And no sign, nothing. Condo something that's like all the printing has kind of been smeared off there. So I'm just circling my way back home. There's the LCBO headquarters. I believe it's the largest alcohol distributor in all of North America. It's the LCBO. And Red Path Sugar, of course. Right next to the appropriately named Sugar Beach. Yeah, screw it, I'm just gonna walk across. Swerve through here. Maybe that could be your gift for Yoshi, Alicia. Send him a whole case of pad thai. Plunger. Oh God. A shower sounds even better. You went to throw chicken fingers and fries in the oven. Damn, sounds pretty good. Hope you have some plum sauce and barbecue sauce ready. I wouldn't be mad at ketchup either. And again, I wonder why they decided to keep the exterior walls of the old LCBO headquarters here. Like, you see that with a few pieces of architecture, and this makes you wonder why. Like, what are they planning on doing with this land? There's a little dog park here. You see a cute little French bulldog here. Hey, buddy. Hey, Boom is in the house. Hope you're having a good one. Not playing hooky from work this time. And Chatty Cathy, sorry, the chat's going by a little quickly, so if I miss you, I'm sorry. Hope you're having a good one as well, Kathy. Monday evening to you all. Spin around here. Speaking of food, I made myself like a vegan sort of roti. So it was kind of like just the roti shell with sweet potatoes, chickpeas, a really awesome curry paste, and some carrots. I'm trying to watch my calorie intake, at least for now, so kind of swinging towards that route. And I'm not eating at work anymore either, because it's nothing but deep fried crap. Dog there. On the way to the dog park also, I would assume. Alright, I'll see you soon, Boom. It's good to hear, Kathy. Yeah, pretty much, Kurt. Like, we have all these different types of tacos, but the only things that are not deep fried are like the beef, the pork, and the chicken. But that's still like, I would say the chicken and the pork, if you mix it with rice, that'd be the least fattening thing. But everything else is just bad. We have churros, we have fries. You know, I can only eat so many chicken tenders from there before weight will start to show up on me. Quite as slim as I used to be, but these are some cool knotted ropes here. Almost seem suitable for climbing. Pretty cool. Yeah, and when it's like always there and it's like free, it's like, that's when you really have to fight temptation. There's Loblaws, blah blah Loblaws. Gotten some scrutiny lately about their prices and a bunch of things. The former CEO, Galen Weston, stepped down a while ago, so I'm not sure how they've been doing since that. Oh, you baked a cake for your sister. That's really nice, Kurt. What a good brother you are. What type of cake, may I ask? Enchiladas or a wet burrito? What do you mean by a wet burrito? I'm not sure I want to know. Enchiladas, no, not really. To be honest, like the tacos there are usually with like corn tortillas, but mainly flour tortillas. But to be honest, for me personally, when it comes to tacos, I like ground beef with like the hard shells, which they have neither of there, so maybe for the best, because I'd be stocking up on that too. I might come to a point where I'm on a strict diet and my only little bit of guilty pleasures will be for the Yoshi Walker channel. You never know. Jarvis on Lakeshore. cake with raisins. Okay. That sounds interesting. I'm not sure I've ever heard of a cake like that. Baking cake takes time and effort for sure. Did you do it from scratch, or did you get one of those like Betty Crocker mixes? Either way, it's good. All right, Bobo out. I'll try to give you a call tomorrow night. I should be available, so I'll talk to you then. Yeah, speaking of dreams, Alicia, I've had some pretty crazy ones myself. It's usually when I sleep super long. One time I was like in a forest, almost like at midnight, and I was about to live stream, but I couldn't get a signal. And the whole dream was just about finding a thumbnail and trying to live stream. And I woke up, I'm like, okay. Dreams are quite the enigma. Upstate out. Yeah, they're weird, Kathy. They're pretty weird. Oh yeah, and I've had crazier ones. A lot of the times, because I have a fear of heights, right? It's like I'm on the edge of a mountain, I'm just trying not to fall off. Or I'm on airplanes. And I haven't been on an airplane since the 90s. So, very long time ago. Got to get that traveling bug back in me. There's a hidden little Pizza Hut there. 88-cent wings. Is that a good deal? To be determined. I think I was in this exact Shoppers Drug Mart trying to find Tums, but I didn't find the type I wanted, so I was being too cheap, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to spend that much money on Tums. Really interesting piece of history there. Very important information. And do people get their flu shots anymore? I never get mine personally, and I never get the flu either. So, I guess it depends on people's immune systems. Overall, I'm pretty good health-wise, and when I get sick, it's not very often, but I get pretty damn sick, but at least I'm on recovery after that. My only injury right now is still my sprained foot. Yeah, I don't know how people feel about vaccinations. I got my COVID one. I've had 3 ones. I've had like my first shot, second shot, and then had my booster. And that side, St. Lawrence Market. Yeah, I got to get those cardio hours up, and I used to have like a Fitbit app that would tell me how well I was doing. It would be like congratulations, you walked 10,000 steps, but since I got a new phone and I haven't been able to download anything because of a password issue, not really keeping up on that. But even when with my sprained foot, when it was really bad and I was limping really badly, it's like I'm supposed to stay home, but I can't do that. I can't just like lay in bed all day between work and just living life, you know. So that's why it's taking me so long to recover. It was a very nice day today, Kathy, I agree. Hunter Music 503. Chin. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a good one. Ooh. That sidewalk stone was almost sinking in when I stepped on it. And speaking of Christmas, I will cross the street for this one. I just think it's way too cool. First thing I see is the Grinch, some nutcrackers. Let's take a look here. Really, really cool. Look inside the store. Well, that's just awesome. Well, that's just awesome. Very decorative and festive. And it's Shaw time. King Street, and there's another streetcar out of service. Just kind of lingering there, getting in everyone's way. Seems like people are being evacuated for reasons unknown. That sucks for them. Which game are you watching in football, Kurt? Who's playing who? Never really keep in touch with football much, but you know, I might dabble with the Super Bowl, but even then, that's mostly just for the halftime shows. Thank you, Hunter. Yeah, props to you as well. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I don't think it's too bad. It's like almost comfortable for me right now. You know, my body is different from most people's. I sweat more than the average person, annoyingly too much. So any day that I'm not sweating is a good day for me. Okay, I'm not in immediate danger of getting hit, so I'll just cross. San Francisco is playing the Panthers. Okay. Yeah, Yoshi, just let me know. Depends on both our availabilities, so we're so close to getting 50 subscribers. In fact, we should have been there by now. But it would be interesting to do that live eventually. Oh, Kurt. I'd call it like being grounded almost, Yoshi. But you're still able to make it out for work. Yeah, let's keep going up here. I'm getting close towards the end of the video. Richmond and Jarvis here. They have rooms here in this hotel from, I think I used to see it for $59.99 and they bumped it up to $79. This is only a couple months ago. That's quite the inflation. Again, 80 bucks a night isn't the worst, but you do have to wonder what they look like. Studio apartments and all that jazz. Well, thank you, Hunter. You know, we like to entertain people and show our perspectives for the streams and videos we do, and we appreciate everyone that that watches and supports us. So thank you as well. Another home robbery. When was the first? This is the area where it might be a little bit risky to be recording. People around here start to get very paranoid, as I've learned from experience. But
hey,
I think I'm pretty good. Yeah. And did I call it or did I call it? People are just on drugs around here and are too stupid to know that you don't need consent to be recording in public. So it's fine. I'm gonna loop around Shooter Street. Sorry for the explicit language you might be hearing. Yeah, you never know what you'll see. A big happy family is totally right, Alicia. And again, it's Canadian Armory. Pad Thai and pizza, boom. We've had this discussion before, haven't we, Kurt? Tents around here. This is an area where there's a lot of homelessness and poverty and crime and drug use. And I'm not going to criticize any of these people. You don't know their stories, but I do know that I don't really want to be around this area living wise anymore. So we're looking at a few different areas of Toronto. And I'm pretty much right back where I started. We're gonna have to have a pad thai party. When this whole thing happened with pad thai, that was the one time I couldn't read the chats, but I've caught on now, and we need to have a huge group gathering. Make it another Yoshi Walker channel. We can do a sequel for pizza. And across here. Easy to push that button way over there. He's stopping anyways, thank you. Yoshi can definitely be the host of the party, and a great one. And I'm pretty much at my destination here. Before another unhinged person tells me to stop recording, like the world revolves around them. And it'll definitely get bad the further you go up Sherbourne here, I promise.
All so young. I was in like grade.
So on that note, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Appreciate you all. It's always interesting to see what you might find on the streets of Toronto. And I hope everyone has a good night. Yoshi, Alicia, Kurt, Bob, Hunter, appreciate you all. And I will definitely see you guys in the next one, whenever that may be, wherever that may be. Probably not in this area though. And boom, and everyone have a great night. Walker out.